Greetings, Bill here. So where are we? We are Wednesday, March the 23rd, early spring. It's the evening, and I'm going to do a shave, and I want to talk about Convex Hones hitting the jackpot. What I'm soaping up today with, I'm using the Sterling Tuxedo brush, Sterling Pacenza soap. Went ahead, I got this whipped up in the paddle bowl, which is what I like to use. Some interesting things happened. I did a series, and I'll probably post this video in with the series I did with the instructional thing on convex honing. Just kind of as an update on that. I kind of laid off of it for a little while because it seemed that some of the opponents to that thought it was a good idea to like send personal messages and attacks to friends of mine and stuff like that. And I figured, well, because I really don't care how you sharpen your razors. I really don't. This just works for me, as well as some other people. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. And why is it hitting the jackpot? Because the schedule has not been announced for the Shaving Cadre convention, which is coming up in about a month. And which reminds me, the Shaving Cadre, I missed out. I left too early on the Zoom call they had, and they all went with Matt and went shopping. Now, I missed it. It would have been a lot of fun. I mean, it's like, Matt, hey, buy this, buy that, buy that. It's like, I imagine it would have just been a ton of fun. So we need to have some more shopping sprees with Matt videos coming up. So anyhow, on the convention, okay, what I am going to shave with, and this is why I became really, I've always used some successfully, when I became successful at sharpening my own razors, I've always used some form of a shaped hone, although I have refined that a little bit more. And this was the one. This is TR Zissard 1196 6/8 Evide Sonat Extra, which is very hollow. This is one of their common blank shapes. It's a very economical razor. This one has the plastic scales, and these people are probably the best in going in the pinning business, because their stuff, it's tight and it stays tight. But anyhow, for this seemed to work so well in the method where I did a compound hollow bevel. I was amazed at it, and that's why I became so enthused at it and made some videos, and I went and got some inexpensive hones that the plan was to loan them out. And I still kind of have that in the plan, but I just figured I'm going to put that to rest, because who knows what these people are going to do. Things have changed a little bit now, though, because it turns out, hitting the jackpot, okay? We may have some time at the convention in Vegas, and if there are interested parties, I will bring honing gear with me. If there are not interested parties, I'm going to need to find out ahead of time, because if nobody cares, I don't care either, and I don't want to schlep a bunch of rocks around with me all across the country. But if there is, what I will have, okay, I'll have some gear, and I'll have a fistful of dollars. So I have a whole bunch of gold dollars on the way in. Okay, they're not here yet, but my goal was to show how I do this, and then let individuals try their hand at it with a piece. I'll clean them up before I bring them out there, and they'll be clean, they'll be sanitized, and then you can take it you can sharpen your own razor, and I'll look and show you how I do it, and go through the procedure and gauge it as finished or whatever. And then you can take that thing with you, and you can shave with it, and you know, you can judge for yourself, and that's really what it is. And there's a lot of people that have not tried and have not been in the position to judge for themselves. They've been in the position where they've been told this is no good, and this won't work. And some people, you know, kind of became attack dogs on stuff they actually had no knowledge of. I don't get it. But an interesting thing, a gentleman, and for those of you that are on the cadre, he did sign up. He has not become active, and I'm not sure whether he will or not. I invited him to, because he and I messaged a little bit. He got one of the shaping plates, the same one that I used to shape mine, and he shaped his stuff, and he had a couple of questions of it as he went along. It's an interesting thing. Gentleman's name is Gary Woodward. He has been wet shaving for quite some time. He lives in England, Nottingham. Well, I don't know exactly where he lives in England. His barber shop is in Nottingham, England. And yes, he is a barber. He's a professional barber. He owns that barber shop. So if you happen to be driving by Nottingham, the barber shop in, I think it's Sneinton. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced. Do stop by and get Gary to give you a haircut and a shave. Also, our other barber, the owner of TSC, so I'm hoping that he'll find the same results that I have and the same results that Gary has, and see that this method that is documented to be very old, and that the revival of that does actually find a way to create a nicer edge. Anyhow, Gary went ahead and he honed up a razor, and the whole story, the whole picture of it's really kind of funny to me, some of it, because there were people that made comments, you know, one famous snotty honer from England, you know, oh, I've honed up a couple of razors for Gary. He's a real nice guy. Okay. And then Gary, on the first razor that he honed with a compound bevel, where it was a hollowed bevel, okay, he said, this is the best shave I ever got. Then the next day, he took one of his Philly 14s and honed that up, and it was like, man, you could hear that. It was the same awakening moment that kind of I had with this piece right here. So I'm kind of, in a way, I'm dedicating this shave to Gary. You did a great job on all your stuff, Gary. Keep at it. Good luck. Thanks for your bravery. And to those at the Shaving Cadre, which is the other reminder, the Shaving Cadre is kind of like the one forum where this style was not something that was openly and forwardly rejected as being wrong. Okay. And it's a great place where people have numerous interests. We bounce around, we do a lot of things, we talk about a lot of things. And it just so happens to be that shaving is kind of our hobby. Okay, one of the things we talk about, one of the owners, BarberDave, who is also a barber, and if you're in Tucson, look BarberDave up, Hombres Barbershop, and you go there and you get yourself a haircut and a real straight shave. I don't know if in England that they are allowed to use hard straights or true straights like this one. Some places have restrictions on that, and you have to use a replaceable blade. Anyhow, I think Arizona is one of those places where you are allowed to use a true straight. And both of these guys, being barbers, you watch them shave the videos and that, you know, they have a style and a touch that is just so smooth, you know, because it's something that they would do more often than I have the opportunity. I can only shave so many times. where sometimes some of these guys are shaving not only themselves, but maybe clients multiple times, different clients multiple times in a day, different beards, so they'll encounter a whole bunch of stuff. And I'd always thought that I would more value the opinion of somebody on the subject of honing that uses straight razors for a living and how they hone that straight razor. Okay. Moreover, somebody who hones, moreover than advice from somebody who hones straight razors for a living. Where's the conflict of interest on that? So anyhow, also, I'll get to it. I gotta get shaving here. I'm sitting here yakking, and this razor has not had a touch up on the stones. I've been maintaining this on falsa drops that I charge with a CBN emulsion, and I only use, at this point, I only use the 10th micron CBN emulsion. I've played with diamond emulsions, but I haven't necessarily, I don't see much of a difference. And I haven't used diamond pastes. I haven't used any pastes because I think I read somewhere a long time ago that a paste versus a water-based emulsion, the paste you have the carrier, although I do use Chromox paste and ferrous oxide or iron oxide paste. And that's just a wonderful feel. Usually where I come in, I'm a little toothy right off of the hones, and it takes these mellow out after a couple of shaves. This is still really, and I check it with my packing peanut method. But another thing on the Jackpot, and you can try your luck at this, if you have an interest in this, the guy who was the inventor of that particular hone shaping plate, Jared Connerty owns the Superior Shave. Look at his YouTube video. If you're interested in a plate, he's going to give one away to a lucky winner here in the United States. Gary Woodward was gifted that particular one from Jared, and there's like all these people in Europe that are all interested in getting these things. And then one of the things that the detractors would say about Jared was they said, well, he's just doing that because he's just selling his stones, his bumpy hones, and he's just selling his plates. And yeah, he is. Okay, so but I don't think he's looking at selling these plates to make a living on. I think he wants to sell razors, and he just wants to help people to be able to sharpen and care for their razors, and figures they'll like their razors more and they'll buy more, and there'll be more customers that you show people how to get a good shave with a straight. The market should be there. Maybe recover on straight razors. Anyhow, nobody ever says to famous big time honers, well, he's just saying that because he wants to hone razors. Well, of course he wants to hone razors. That's what he does for a living. I mean, come on, give me a break. But to end that debate over whether he is doing it for the money or not, or just for the money, he has made available on his website. I think he has to put it on there and give it to you and have some sort of a record. I think he has to put a price on it. It's like 1 cent. Okay, so for 1 cent, you can buy this is going to help a lot of people in a lot of parts of the world, and maybe people that are not in the position to buy one of these things for $100, you know, from Florida. But he's going to make available for 1 cent his invention, the 3D file. Now, I'm pretty sure he has not patented that thing. It's like, you know, is that something that's patentable? I don't know. Okay, but he's making it available for free. So in this day and age where the technology is advancing in 3D printing of metals and different substrates, and he may have tried to plate once with a 3D printer and didn't quite get what he was after. But that file is available if you know somebody with a 3D printer. You could print one, okay, a 9 by 11 plate to exactly like what I have out of aluminum. Or if you have a very close relative who happens to own a CNC machine and he can cut these things, government work on the shop that he owns or whatever, you know, you could get the file and it's there, and then you can have one of those. The big thing is not necessarily in my mind having the plate, the file, whatever. That's in my mind has little to do with it. To me, most of it is, you know, you have a method to shape whatever media it is, whether you're using, like I do for some of my strops and that kind of stuff, wood, or whatever it is you want to use to shape something. You know, I've heard people theorize about making a shape and then using abrasive films on there. Now, I don't know how well they'll bend around the multiple axes or something like that, but you know, and shaping stones is sometimes a commitment. You know, if you're going to shape it's nice. I have Arkansas. It's really, really nice. Okay. But it is a labor of love shaping them, I'll tell you. Okay. Now, I do, the Cotticule wasn't bad. And I did buy, and that's where on my educational videos at the Shaving Cadre, where I wanted to buy some inexpensive synthetic water stones and try those. And I'm pretty happy with those, but I'm thinking that, and I got to go back to that because, you know, I finished up on like a 320 grit sandpaper on there, and it wasn't until later on that I got finer grits like up to 1,000 so I was getting some, at some point in there, it was on certain razors, not that one, okay, not the one vintage piece that I bought, but it was probably a gold dollar or something, that I was starting to get a little chip out on the edge at one point, that I had to really watch my pressure and really work that out of there. Which, you know, it's a chip that's so small, I'm not so sure that you would notice it. I noticed it under magnification and I wanted to get it out of there. Okay, because I just don't like that. But an inexpensive, and I think I might have paid $100 or so for this whole set of stones. Okay, they were two-sided stones from sharpeningsupplies.com, and I think I've seen Jared buy some stuff out of China on Amazon or something like that, and it's like, sometimes I'm a little leery of, well, what is it you're going to get? They can call it anything they want. You just don't really know. But a place that I've done business with on a lot of things, sharpening supplies, I guess I trusted them a little bit more. Or let me put it this way, they have a track record with me. So if you are interested on one of the shaping plates, do go over to, and I don't know when Jared's going to do the drawing. He gave away, and I entered for that. He gave away one of these, okay, not too long ago, where the company stamp right in here, it had a double stamp on it. It's like, and the guy who got it, the customer who got it said, "What is this?" And Jared replaced it. And Jared doesn't sell used pieces, okay? He sells new stuff. So it had been used, so he gave it away. And he did an auction for that one, or a random drawing on that. Like he's going to do the random drawing on the plate. And it's like, I would have loved to have that. Can you imagine having the one and only one of these with a double stamp on that? I mean, it's like, that's an exclusive piece that would, to me, would have some value just because it was... just because it was unique. So I got some red stuff showing over there. I think that was a blemish or something I had. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. And I've been getting closer and closer shaves with the hollow bevels. Easier. Not, it's, you're going to always be striving wet shaving for perfection. Strive for better, And so, but do go look on YouTube for Jared for the Superior Shave. If you want to enter for the drawing, as long as you have been on YouTube since before when he posted, as long as you had been there. Okay, you can't just like go there and sign up today and get on that drawing. And watch the rules. Okay, watch careful for the rules. I think, I didn't watch it all too close, but I think it's like 3 random digits. Okay, and he's going to use the random digit generator to pick out who the winner was, who the winner will be on whatever. So there's an opportunity for you to win something $100 piece that, so what's better than a $100 piece that you use to shape your stones to give yourself great shaves? A free $100 piece to shape your stones. Okay, so a little bit of buff in here. So BarberDave, if you catch this, I did catch your thing the other day on the flat blading, and I've been flat blading with this, and I have not noticed, like you had said, I had not noticed a degradation of the edge on this tool. Because this steel, C135 carbon song steel that Tears Aside used. This is really, you know, I mean, I think these are the top production razors going nowadays. I really do. Tears Aside, that's my opinion. Okay, I really, really like them. So, unlike what Dave does, where he's going down and then coming back up, I just make that one stroke, because for me, what that is doing is that is like smoothing things out for me. Gives me a nice smooth finish. I didn't really, I got more of a benefit in a buffing going down and then the flat blading going up. So, great shave. Awesome. Awesome. Little bit. And I don't know why I avoid that such a close shave in the evening like this. It's like a couple hours, I'll be going to bed anyhow. But it does always feel nice to get a real close shave. Also, BarberDave, I hope you catching my, hope you catch this. Hope you catch my things on the honing thing. I know you were going to put that in the schedule, and for individual people who may want to have a chance at doing that, the whole group is not going to sit around waiting for everybody to go through and hone a razor and that. But I can give a little talk. I don't need a whole lot of time to do it, and people could see my videos for how I do it. And then those people who are interested in taking one of the gold dollars that I'll have there, or if you have a razor of your own that you want to bring in, you can try it. You'll be using my best stones. I'm not bringing I might bring this, I might bring them all, but I'm bringing my best stones, the stuff that I use for my edges that I want to have. No sting on the Allen, by the way. No bad sting. They told me that I did have a shave. So, Switch Hazel, Sterling, Orange. I don't know why it took me so long to buy this stuff. I love this stuff. I actually seem to think I like this maybe a little bit better than Lucky Tiger, which is a good thing. And this is Witch Hazel with aloe. So that's that. The orange, and then what I'm gonna do, trying to get that come down. Anyhow, as I was saying, Dave, rambling on. Not too long, half hour maybe to do a talk, and then anybody wants to schedule something, you could PM me between now and the meetup. And we could figure out something where we'll get a time to say, okay, this is the time we'll work on your piece. And people may want to take an hour. They may want to take I think you can hone a gold dollar. These are going to be the ones that are shoulders. I'll open them up and clean them up and make sure they aren't too rough. Using the Razor Rock Triple X, which is the same interpretive scent as the stuff that the Piacenza is, and I'm using a little bit of that, and then I'm going to hit it with some powder. But we'll take whatever time for whatever people, because I'm going to be there from late Wednesday night, so I'll be available on Thursday during the day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm leaving Monday, but it's not till later in the day. So we got, anytime before checkout, although I don't want to be sitting in the lobby with my suitcase opening razors in the hotel lobby or something like that. That's going to be okay. So now we're using the powder cannon. If we're going to make a run over that, I said, those of you that didn't see, that Barber Supply that KJ found out, they sell these. So, I know you're supposed to put this on the brush, and I know this is like the way I like to do it. It's like, so there we are. Great shave. Used all the stuff. It's a little longer than I'd like to be. But hopefully I'll get this one up tonight. And comments, I'll answer any comments that anybody may have on YouTube. I know I have a few people that catch my videos that are from the UK. Okay, you guys should look up Gary Woodward. You should go over there and you should get a haircut from him. Okay, and maybe if you're lucky, you could buy some synthetic stones, and maybe you could get him to shape them for you, or maybe you could get him to hone one of your razors for you. So, but it's this could explode for convex honing. It's just, it makes I certainly, as someone who was attacked for my methods, I certainly feel vindicated. If you are on the shaving cadre, obviously the video is in my video section, and I'll link to it in my journal, and I'm also going to link to this in the honing instruction section for the convex tones there. So everybody, have a great day and great rest of the week, and stay healthy, stay happy, stay clean shaven, and stay strong. Okay, bye.